Glorious conditions both overhead and underfoot as Dundee get the match underway. Mindful of the fact that so far this season these sides have met 3 times, with Dundee the winners on 2 occasions and the other match finishing in a draw. So confidence high in the Dens camp as they bid for the European place next season. Bobby Glennie's pass back to Bobby Geddes. Well, a disappointing crowd though inside Dens Park, and that may reflect the fact that United have had some difficulties this season, particularly through injury. Although these have lessened a little bit recently, they now have Eamon Bannon and Ian Redford in the side this afternoon. Jim McInally also in midfield. So a more familiar looking United lineup, although they have left out Ian Ferguson, striker, after some disappointing form recently, missing 2 penalty kicks. So Mictu Patalainen is playing through the middle, and Kevin Gallagher will be likely to join him in that role. There's Dave Bowman's free kick. French with the header. Jim Smith's clearance. There's Redford. Lunny bringing the ball out of defence, and this is Tommy Coyne. A warm reception again from the Dundee fans. Joint leading goal scorer in the country with Harry McCoist. And it's Smith again for Dundee. Along the back court it goes to Tosh McKinlay. Harvey to Shannon. Dundee retaining possession well, settling into the match. Aside towards Coyne. That's for Harvey. But Billy Thompson is there, the ball is free, but the whistle had already gone. It was turned in by Angus. But referee Bob Valentine has given a free kick for the challenge on Billy Thompson. There's no question that the more confident looking side in the early stages is Dundee, enjoying a lot of possession. It's won by Hegarty. Now Gallagher. Good running by Kevin Gallagher. This is French. Bannon is free on the left. That's good running by French. A great chance now for Dundee United. There's Bannon. And is beaten out by Geddes. There's Bannon again. Matalainen challenging. One inside the box there by Forsyth, and Geddes has possession at last for Dundee, but that was fine play from Dundee United. Ball once again had swerved out for a throw-in, and it'll be Dave Bowman for Dundee United again. French couldn't reach it. Lenny thumping it away. There's Malpass, the United skipper. Good turn by Gallagher. It's collected by French. McInally was trying to link up an attack. The back killer from Tommy Coyne finds Harvey. Handball by Graham Harvey. Harvey protesting that he was pushed from the back. That's why he handled the ball, but the referee Valentine firm with that decision. Some frustration for Harvey, and David Neary will take the free kick. Up goes Bannon. There's McInally, flashing with Shannon. It's back with Redford. And not a bad effort at all from Ian Redford. The briefest of glimpses at goal, turning on his favourite foot, the left, to drill the ball wide. This is Harvey. Good running by Angus. The tackle came from Neary, and the referee Valentine waves away claims for a penalty kick. Well, that must have been a very tight decision indeed. Great play from Dundee in the build-up, and the pass goes through with Angus chasing it to the byline. David Neary making the challenge, and well, that could easily have been a penalty kick. Well, here's Gallagher with space on the right for United. Support arriving inside the box. There's French and Patalainen. The opening goal for United. Mictu Patalainen gives United the lead. 20 minutes of the first half gone. A sharp, sweeping attack from Dundee United. Patalainen gets his 4th goal for United, but it was the pace of Kevin Gallagher. Question marks, I think, in the Dundee ranks about the space Gallagher was allowed. Pulling the ball across from the right, Patalainen judged the shot well, Potker is off balance, and United snatch a precious lead. Offside, playing it in, there's Angus. Good header by Hegarty and then by McInally. Hegarty leaping early again, there's Rafferty. Good snapshot that from Stuart Rafferty. Been one of his trademarks over the years. Played back by Angus. Guinness has made this kick out a major attacking weapon, but just as I say that, changes the pattern with Forsyth in space. This time I fancy Guinness may revert to the more orthodox clearance. On the half volley, but won by Neary for United. There's Forsyth, it's towards Keith Wright. So Dave Bowman appears to be penalised, yes. It's a free kick to Dundee just outside the box. Bowman being waved away from the scene, preventing a quick Dundee free kick. The referee Valentine insisting that the wall retreats the full 10 yards. Coin amongst the United players. There's Ian Angus. Oh, that was brilliantly struck by Angus. Rising a shade too quickly. You can see there's lots of power in this left foot. Drilling the ball past the wall and skimming the top of the bar. Redford finds Bannon. Rafferty's challenge. This is Glennie. And now McKinley. Harvey heading it on. Hegarty's there, but it breaks to Stuart Rafferty at the edge of the box. The early cross goes in. That's a fine header from Wright. Well, that says a great deal about the aerial ability of Keith Wright, because when this cross comes in from Rafferty, he has to out-jump one of the best aerial players in the country, Paul Hegarty, to get the header towards goal, and it's just over the top. Patalainen wins it. McInally. Goes for Forsyth. So in the middle towards Keith Wright. Up goes Hegarty. And a free kick is given once again against the United centre half. You can see what he thinks of that. But he's certainly finding Keith Wright a very hot handful in the air. Free kick taken quickly, Rafferty to Forsyth. And a fingertip save by Thompson. Well, Billy Thompson appeared to be adjusting his position as Rafferty took the free kick quickly. And that was hit with lots of power by Stuart Forsyth. But Thompson had to stretch his full length to save. Keith Wright goes up, beaten by Bowman. There's Angus. Well, that was a good shooting chance for Ian Angus. Snatched at it, didn't catch it properly. And that was a let-off, I'm sure, for Dundee United. The referee is still adding on the substantial amount of time lost through injuries in the first half. The throw will be taken in a hurry by Tosh McKinley. It's Harvey, beaten by Hegarty. And the half-time whistle goes. A tremendous Tayside derby in the first half. Some great entertainment, some fascinating football, with Dundee having the bulk of the pressure, but losing out the 20th minute to that clinical build-up from Dundee United, with Kevin Gallagher sprinting free in the right, setting up the chance for Mixu Patalainen. A deadly finish, and despite being on the rack for much of the first half, the half-time score is Dundee United leading by 1-0. Dundee United with a 1-goal lead start the second half, and must be very happy with the state of affairs after the opening 45 minutes, when Dundee had the balance of power territorially, but United looked very menacing indeed coming forward, particularly when they could utilise the flanks with Bannon and Gallagher. And here's Hamish French. Play across Patalainen and behind, a wasted ball inside, a goal kick to Dundee. headed on by Angus. There's Keith Wright. Here's Rafferty. Coyne calling for the ball in the middle. There's Coyne. Trying a little flick on. There's Neri to French. United thinking nothing about pulling everyone back to defend when they lose possession. There's Rafferty again, and it's well taken by Thompson. Good header by Glennie under pressure. French is onside, a great chance for Dundee United. And that's well saved by Geddes. The Dundee defenders are incensed, but there was no offside flag. But Hamish French will never get a better opportunity, I'm sure. Going clear behind the Dundee defence. Geddes coming out to close down the angle. The shot along the ground, and the feet of Bobby Geddes rescue Dundee. Not quite just a good kick out that from Geddes, but the ball breaks through to Rafferty on the right for Dundee. That's towards Harvey. Up goes Hegarty. And Dave Bowman a little bit uncertain under the ball. Headed away by Neri. And United looking a little bit ragged in defence for the moment. But they're sorting things out now with Gallagher again being given the chance to break on the right. Lenny comes across. Kevin Gallagher looking for the long cross. Canelli leaves it to Bannon. The delightful chip shot! It's a glorious goal from Eamon Bannon. Just look at the delight on the faces of those United players. Now that was a stroke of genius. No question about it. And no easy task at all to beat a tall keeper like Bobby Geddes. But it clearly called to Jim McInally to leave this ball. Came to Bannon, he adjusted his footing and then chipped the ball delightfully over the advancing Geddes, leaving the keeper helpless. Hegarty and Wright together again for the bouncing ball. Quickly taken by Wright to Angus. Keith Wright playing it in low, blocked by Hegarty, and it's Redford now setting up a move on the break for Dundee United. French and Patalainen through the middle, Gallagher on the right. Suddenly United have a lot of players in the Dundee half. Gallagher gets away from McKinley, the cover's provided by Glennie. French with a dummy. That's swept away by Forsyth as Patalainen closed in. It's a corner kick to Dundee United. Away by Coyne, but straight back to Bannon. Up goes Patalainen. That's well taken by Geddes. How about this for a determined run and header from Patalainen from Bannon's cross, and that would have beaten the lesser goalkeeper. McKinley. Coyne is up with Malpass, who wins it. Now Rafferty for Dundee. Wright coming in, but Hegarty judged that well to nod it to safety at the expense right enough of a corner kick. There's Rafferty. Shannon. Played in by Smith to Forsyth. Well, a fleeting chance once again for Stuart Forsyth at the edge of the box, but he couldn't direct the ball past Billy Thompson. Jim Smith's header goes straight to Bannon. Gallagher calls for the ball on the far side. It was aimed for Patalainen. French nodding it on to Gallagher. Just inches away from Kevin Gallagher. Well, this was quite deliberate. The header on from Hamish French. Gallagher controlling it and sending that with the outside of the boot, swerving beyond Bobby Geddes and just outside the far post. Here's Graham Harvey. Now Wright. Going at Dave Bowman. And the man once again making the important challenge at the edge of the box was Jim McInally. Patalainen judged that well. There's French off the top of the bar. No joy there for Hamish French. What a fine move it was again from the United. Patalainen judging that run, leap and nod on brilliantly into the path of French. Geddes was advancing, French beat him all right, with the ball just a shade too high. There's McKinley. Coyne going through himself, now a great chance for Dundee striker. Brought down by Nery, a clear free kick outside the box, and trouble I fancy for David Nery. He appeared to be being outstripped by Coyne as he raced through the middle. His first clear running chance at goal, and Nery pulled him down. Results in a booking. The free kick is just at the edge of the box, and indeed badly need some inspiration, which would be provided by a goal. So Angus is 11, Rafferty is 8. 6 in the wall for United. This is a crucial moment in the match, I fancy. If Dundee can capitalise on this, they could be right back in the match. It's played short to Forsyth. And how did that go wide? It appeared to be deflected. Billy Thompson stood rooted to the spot as the ball was sent spinning wide of the target from Forsyth's shot. Bannon to Redford. And about now you realise how many good players Dundee United have out on the pitch at the moment. Jim McLean, I'm sure, will be very pleased with a number of the individual performances he's watched this afternoon. And there's Kevin Gallagher. It's off the post, out French. And it's scrambled away by Dundee. But Geddes certainly caught out at his near post there as Gallagher stepped inside. Hit that powerfully with his left foot. And the post saved the day. Smith's throw to Glennie, a second minute now of injury time as Glennie pumps the ball forward. Dundee now thinking only in terms of consolation, I fancy. Here's Ian Angus. That's a good effort, just above the top corner, and that may be the last effort from Dundee in the match. And there's the final whistle to allow the United fans to complete their celebrations. A superb performance from Dundee United. Eamon Bannon setting a seal in his own individual performance with a superb goal early in the second half to add to the opener from Mixu Patalainen in the first half. And in the end, United run out good winners. And indeed, the question must be asked, are United on the way back?
Well, I think we can. You know, this could be the springboard onto better things. I think our objective in the league is to catch Dundee, and today was a real 4-pointer for us. I think that's them 5 points ahead of us, and we've still to play them. So if they'd won today, they would have been 9 points ahead of us instead of 5. So that was a very important result for us, and we've just got to go on now and hopefully get better results, and hopefully they'll slip up a couple of times.
Does that make life easier for you in the city of Dundee during the week?
Yes, well, there's been a lot of Dundee supporters coming out of the woodwork, I thought, the last few months. So I suppose that'll keep them quiet again for another few weeks.
These were the scenes I'll never forget at Tannadice at the end of the saddest night in Dundee United's history. Defeated in the final of the UEFA Cup final by Gothenburg. A dream which ended in tears. A cruel epitaph for them. For the players who realised it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, defeat was too much to bear. For manager Jim McLean, he had somehow to lift the club off the floor. So that derby win yesterday was very badly needed. Even so, a look at the league table tells its own story. United haven't been firing on full cylinders all season. Jim McLean's side are a massive 16 points behind leaders Celtic and out of the championship race. And despite that win at Dens Park, they're still 5 points behind Dundee. Their record of 12 successive seasons in Europe is very much at risk. The massive disappointment of losing 2 cup finals in 4 days at the end of last season must be one factor in their decline. Maybe 2. Some of their players are much nearer to the end of their careers than the start, and that hasn't helped either. And McLean has had to fight against a crippling injury list. Too many important players have missed too many matches. Striker Paul Sturrock has started less than 1/3 of United's games. Eamon Bannon has trotted out for less than half of them, and Ian Redford's had the same bad luck. It's enough to take the smile off anyone's face, let alone Jim McLean. One win doesn't make a season, but Jock Brown wondered after the match if that derby victory meant that there was some light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, it's just exactly as we've been talking all the time. People have been accusing us of making too much of the injuries.
But we've honestly been left with nothing, absolutely nothing. We've lost Gough, we've lost Dodds, and we've lost a lot of players before, so we were left with maybe half a team, but we couldn't even get that half on the park this season with injuries, and recently we've had Stirrup, Redford and Bannon out for extended periods, and if we get the players that are at Tannadice on the park, fully fit, playing together, then we'll be not too bad. But make no mistake, we can't camouflage the fact that we definitely still need to replace some way along the way the likes of what we've lost from Richard Gough leaving and people like Davy Dodds. That is extremely difficult because anybody that's got quality players don't want to sell them.
Nevertheless, overall, worthy of a smile tonight.
Oh yes, make no mistake, I was under a lot of pressure myself, but really pleased for the supporters. They've been magnificent this year and we've cheated them all season. Today I think the players gave them what they deserved. The most important thing was getting a result, but the performance was to me a double bonus because make no mistake, the players definitely needed a lift. But equally the supporters needed a lift too, and beating Dundee obviously was very important to us, but the way we played made it even nicer. For a change today we had an awful lot of good players, but I think that we should single out Eamon because he's definitely had a hard time since he came back from Mexico actually, but the spell he's had off recently has, with injury, has definitely freshened him up, and I thought he was outstanding, and his goal to me was absolutely magnificent.
Kevin Gallagher looking for the long cross. Canelli leaves it to Bannon, the delightful chip shot! It's a glorious goal from Eamon Bannon.